Good morning, everyone. Venderman here with FuturestraderElite. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. Still trying to get set up on my end still. Bear with me here for just a second. Well, we can jump into the chart and go over a few things before the market opens. We still have about 10 minutes, it looks like. All right, let me see here. We'll jump into this chart real quick. Good morning, Special K100. Let a few people get logged in here. We'll go over a couple things. Morning, Kim. So something I want to look at before the market opens is Special K. You got a new name. Ain't you the same person that was Dane Husky Life? All right, so this pink line inside this box, this 4-hour zone down here, was a overnight low. Okay, so here in pre-market this morning, they put in a new pre-market low, which is this pink line down here. They swept the overnight low, put in a new pre-market low, and swept the previous day low already here in pre-market. Okay, so now they've grinded back up, and you see they're back above the previous day low right here, this green line. This red and yellow line are liquidity shelves that they've already busted above, come back, retested, shot back up to that trend line, and they're staying steady. You see we wicked down here, took out that same spot. So in general, what we're going to think here is that when the market opens in about 8 minutes, 7 or 8 minutes, if the momentum indicators, if they drain this down some and get it close to this area right here, the previous day low, the liquidity shelves that are built in, we're going to be thinking that they're going to bounce this at the open, and target pre-market high up here is this pink line, 24.4 up in that area. So the only reason I say that is because I already swept all this area down here, and we're down here hanging out in that territory. Unless for some reason they want to drive this market down, there's no reason that this shouldn't hold down here. Remember though, this is NQ, so we're not going to predict anything. We're going to react, but it makes sense that they're going to protect this bottom because of how they swept it here. Back above, they swept down here, back above, and now they're holding. They tried to sweep here, got pushed back up. We got our overhead trend line here, so I'm going to think that maybe at the open that they try to run this up, even if they get to try to run it up to the pre-market high, or then we got the previous day highs on the top side of this 4-hour zone here. I need my local so I can read what's going on, where my cursor's at. Yeah, about 453 area, and then pre-market high about 399,400. So kind of what I'll be looking at here is we open, the market open. So don't forget the Bull and Ox evals are still 89% off. Use code FTE. You can stack them and repeat them. They'll put them in pending. Some props you got to activate, or it's kind of like they go away or something. But somebody was asking me about that this morning, so I figured I would touch base on that. I tried to trade overnight session again last night with some of the same setups that we would use in the New York Open, and the overnight session's a different kind of beast. You know, I thought I was on a great play overnight last night. It was back in here, thinking that this level here was going to hold where we was talking about the previous day low in the liquidity shelves. And I was going to try to bounce here. I was in a funded account. It tried to get me. I was able to manage the trade. I ended up down here, and I knew I should have held. I ended up down like $40 on that funded account. But I knew it was getting late, and I don't really like the session, but I wanted to try it anyway. And then when I wake up, I see I went ahead and got out with my $40 loss and could have caught a whole bunch if I wanted to stay awake. But it's a different beast than the New York Open. But I don't know. You don't like it either, Kim? Yeah, I don't. It's not the same, that's for sure. But anyhow, full transparency, because I wasn't a funded account. I damaged a funded account 2 nights ago in the overnight session, so I'm surprised I even tried it. But I didn't damage this one. I only lost $40. And I still got to baby the other one back to health unless I find, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I hadn't really touched it since I only got a little bit of drawdown left. So we got about a little over 30 minutes, it looks like, till the market opens. Don't forget to smash that like button. Help push this out further on YouTube. Maybe we can grow our community a little bigger day by day. Day by day. Definitely growing slowly but surely. Well, more rapidly than we was. We're 638 now. Subs on YouTube. Morning, Harris. Morning, Harris. Hope everybody's got some trade plans ready and prepared for the market open here. I know I didn't do a pre-market prep video again this morning. There's not a lot of getting a lot of views on those for the time that I use in the morning to do them. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing them or just try to do a quick swipe of that, you know, before the market opens while we're live. You know what we could think could happen here when the market opens? What if they do another one of these back here where we got this spike down, push back up? You might think that they might try that at the open. You know, they're up here bouncing the 61.8 fib, which I almost took this short, but I didn't know how hard it swept. I didn't really want to just jump in. I want to see some kind of confirmation, and by the time we got this red candle here all the way down here, I was like, is the risk reward worth it? Because I didn't know how much more downside I was going to get there. So I stayed away from that, but you could think something like this might happen. You know, quick candle down to drain off the momentum indicators and then back up. I would definitely wait until the first 15 minutes have passed, maybe. Because the indicators, the momentum indicators are all up here right now. And I just don't know how much I believe this is going to be a short play when it opens. Only because of everything it's already done this morning. So I don't mean anything though. It could still go down, but don't make a lot of sense. I guess if they wanted to retest a pre-market low down here to drain everything off, but that's my goodness. Well, that's 100 points away, so yeah, I guess it's on the table. I guess we got about 35 seconds before the market opens. I guess that could be on the table. 100 points down to the pre-market low, retest this area, drain the indicators off real bad. Let's draw us a box down here real quick and see. So pre-market low is here. Say about 135 to 145. Got about 12 seconds. And just see, you know, because we do have this trend line down here. Maybe they want to come down. I think that trend line's on the 15-minute though. Okay, here we go. That's funny. Morning, Merlin. I don't know. Telling you, I just don't trust it. Do not trust it. All right. See, that ain't looking good. They tagged that 50% fib up there and pushed it back down like that. Tricky this morning here. ATR is about 25.50, 26. Morning prime. Let's see if what they do here. I mean, there's room to push it on down here if they want to retest these lows before doing something else. We just need to confirm it's a retest and that they're not going to drain this off. ATR is up to 40. Maybe size down a little bit if you're going to be scalping or jumping in anything here, especially if you're going to be in a funded, even an eval, because things could get wild on an eval if your size too big. You want to protect yourself. Come right down, tap that liquidity shelf again right there. Too wild. The trade on the table for me is to come down to this 4-hour zone and retest this low down here right now. Otherwise, I think if I don't do something like that, I'm just rolling the dice in my eyes right now. Or using the old magic 8-ball, you know. 50-50 chance. It's going to go one way or another. If they hold above this whole shelf in here, previous day low, red line, yellow line, both low and high liquidity on a lower time frame. So if they hold it, great. I guess we need to be looking. They could. You see they're draining this off, and the 2 and the 5 are about the same, around the 50-yard line on the indicator. So, you know, if they could chop it around here and drain them off, they could be setting up for a boost to the upside. So hopefully everybody's staying safe and hasn't taken a whole bunch of trades yet or anything. Cat, you probably done passed your accounts by now, hadn't you? 3 minutes in. Crazy how it rejected off the 61.8 back here when it swept, and then they just swept at 50 and rejected pretty hard. So could be a fight today. Bears and the Bulls. Bulls and the Bears. Nice. Got that push up for almost 500 locked. Great job, Cat. Excuse me. Pretty wild. They tapped what they tap up here, just over 300. So just over, what, about 100 and less than 110 point range so far in the open. They're fighting this level here. They keep pushing up out of that shelf there, so we'll see. You know, they really, for the ATR to be so high, there's not a lot of movement going on. I mean, I know we got that huge push up and push down where the ATR flew up, but seems like they're going to try to keep this range within 100 points or so right now. What up, Jake? Kim, somebody in the chat was asking if you're KCAT out of Discord. That is, Kim is KCAT out of Discord. And Jake 007 is Jake 007 out of Discord. Up 1560. Nice. Wow. Blowing us away over here. I can't even get a trade in. To the moon. To the moon. Remod thought that was funny. Jake said to the moon. Always to the moon. I don't know. Yeah, I know. He's probably standing there on the computer in his red polo shirt and his khaki pants. Harris thinks it's going to reject up in here. Yeah, it sure has been the case so far this morning. I don't know about you guys, but I got in my first mile and a half on the treadmill already this morning. Okay. Jake says it's going to be a fake drop. They fighting here, that's for sure. You know, if they can't get below this shelf right here, previous day low, red and yellow lines here, then I believe they're going to try to take this up. Now, if they get back below that, I imagine they're going to retest a pre-market low, more than likely. I guess Chop City already, first thing this morning. You know it's that time. Play down. Come on, what are they going to do? I want to see them come tag. If they're going to take it down, I want them to come tag this area right down here for the long. That should fuel the fire if they want to take this to the upside. Come on, let's go, let's go. Seem to be having trouble here in this zone, so you know they would have to break below this and maybe retest this to take a short play down. But they keep pushing it up out of that level every single time. If for some reason we have a issue today on the stream, as far as I get booted on it or something, like lose connection, if you stay in the chat long enough, I will repost the reboot link inside this chat. That way you'll have it directly. Have to be careful under this level. They could try something slick here, fast push to the downside, suck it back up. So if they did a hard push, they did a hard push, they could get down here on the 5 minute. Kim said they're going to sweep 140. That's 5 points below where I just put my order. So yeah, that's right in the middle of the box. Yeah, I don't know. I'm with you. I either they're going to sweep it or they're going to protect it, one or the other. So if they sweep it, hopefully they don't sweep it past past 135 or so, then where the pre-market low down here is 133. But I'm with you on that level for sure. I like it a lot. So I think it would be worth risking down here, even if I were to stack some buy orders down here. But I have to wait and see what it looks like if it's approaching that area and reevaluate. We might not ever get there, because if they keep doing this number here in this zone here, they can't seem to get below here and stay below it. So that might be off the table, at least for now, maybe till later today, depending on what the market shows us. But we're almost 15 minutes in, and they keep holding here. Yeah, 400. Yeah, I got that up there, pre-market high. I kind of thought we was going to head there first anyway, because they've been protecting all this morning and since pre-market, But they didn't do very well trying to push out of this area, so it's 50-50. We just have to see. Seeing how we're so close to the pre-market low, you would think they'd go on down there and get it now, but flush that out and then head that way to 400. But what do they say? We react. We don't predict, right? So we'll just react to whichever one gives it to us first. They have some room on the 5 minute to expand down there. It would have to be a pretty fast and hard push down in that zone, though. The 1 and 2 will be like cooked on the indicator if they get down there, but if you're new to the stream, don't forget to smash that, or well, not just new, but don't forget to smash that like button so that YouTube will push it out further. I appreciate the support on that. If you're new to the stream and want to be part of Discord, let me know in chat. I'll try to get the link posted for Discord. All right. Which way are we going here? Which way do we go? All right. All right. See what they're going to give us here. Nothing's ever a straight line, so. Protection, another 4-hour zone. Wow. Another quick 25-point scalp right there off the bottom of that zone. If somebody took that or was playing zones. That's why they're there. Why I put them on. If I was in an eval, I would be doing a little more trading in this maybe, but I'm not. I'm in a funded right now, so I'm going to wait and just see, you know. I guess we need to eyeball what's going on below that area a little bit because we got this big imbalance zone here. 93 to 128 that needs to be filled off higher time frame. Let me run over and look at a high time frame chart. See if I can find something below that we need to pay attention to. The 50 EMA is about 100 points away to the downside on the 4-hour. Something to be aware of there. And next 4-hour zone I'm showing is down at like 24 maybe. Is that on this chart? Oh yeah, it's down here. And that pink line down there is another, was a previous overnight low, I think from a day ago or something. A lot of space in there, but we made a big move, so. Roombeat says he's long. We're thinking about getting long down in here, some of us, I think. Yeah, they're probably going to try to get down here and test this this box down here, you would think. Probably another little flush down maybe here. I think I'm going to put mine on down closer to this low and see if they push on down to that pre-market low in case they try to sweep that pre-market low, because that's at 133. Might get left train station here though. Then if I get left at the train station, I will just have to reevaluate, and maybe if they do bounce it and leave me down here, I have to look at something else. Break a structure or something on the 1 minute. See if I can find momentum coming into it. Readjust the trade plan. Good morning, Gore. Wow. It's a nice little bounce here. Looks like they about wicked down to that trend line. And find some support, although the 5 minute shows that there's still room to push to the downside some, if it wants to. They don't mean it has to, but it's there if they want to. Patience, patience, patience. Did anybody get long already in this? Up in here somewhere, retesting? If they can get back up here, if they take this and close this, say above 175 or 177, I might have to get in it long up here. Special K said not me, not yet. Discipline, waiting. Oh, come on, really? All right, we'll see what they do here. See if they push on down. Oh my goodness. All right, so there's a possibility to get left behind right here. Wow. That was literally where we had that's where I had my order before I moved it down some, right at 140. I'm going to play the breaker structure here. Hopefully they don't come back down. I think they're going to leave me down there. Oh, maybe not. Can't believe that. Well, actually, I can't believe that. Toby said the night is darkest before dawn. Come on, let's go. Find it. Find them legs and take off. Come on, let's go. Special K just passed the eval. Great job, Special K. Nice. Well, not really what I wanted to do in this funded account, but didn't get it to push as hard as I wanted it to, so. Fast and eval. I like it, I like it. Come on, let's go, let's go. Beautiful. Come on, keep going. Nice. Is he gonna push through that real hard? No, just sell me one up there. Push. Bust through that. I don't know if it's gonna be able to. Should be able to bust through that shelf. Alright. I will put some protection in down here. See if it can bust through that shelf up there. Beautiful. Come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Plenty of room to expand to the upside. You know, they could chase this. They could chase them 400s from here if they can find the legs. Took that long from 147, Merlin says. Wow. Great entry, Merlin. Beautiful entry. He caught that down here. He was inside the box. I should have had mine where I had left it, so great job. I moved mine on closer to pre-market low, so that's on me, but we still got in and got a little chunk of this, so I'm going to hold this one right here and see if we can break through this shelf right here. Previous day low, liquidity's yellow and red line here. Small shelf, it needs to break back above maybe retest it and see if we can push on to the upside. You know, we may not. It may reject out of there, but there's plenty of room to expand to the upside. The ATR is around 22, 23, 24. Ideally, what we want to see, though, is this push above this yellow line, back above the pivot there. I mean, the fib. It needs a close above 212, or it needs to stop me out, just like that. Go figure, right? I'm going to rotate out of this funded into something else. Let's see here. Wow, what kind of screwball job is this right here? What a mess. Man. No, it sure didn't. It seemed like they want to come back. Cat said they didn't sweep it enough. It's a very good possibility that's what they want, is actually come down and sweep the very low. We'll see if that's what they choose to do here. Right. Yeah, don't have to, but looks like that might be a possibility here. Unless they're just going to come down and protect this low right here. Retest that one. Nope. Ooh, look at that wick down right there. Come on. Let's go. Woo. Push. Come on, push. It wicked down there and almost touched that pre-market low. It'd be nice if they tried to range this. Would they try to put some range back into the shelf up here? See how bad they want it down here. Maybe they get down here and actually sweep it. Come on down there and fill it up. Nice. All right. Y'all don't need to go much further than that on the sweep. Let's go. Let's go. Dang, blew them evals. Woo! Toasted them. Toasted them. All right. It's all right. Guess I was trying to still trade it and make sure it was all the way below there. Had to make up for that. $118, $133. Well, we got the sweep, that's for sure. What are they on over here? This blue dash line over here. Prior open 93, where we're sitting at in here. Just a little too early, I think. But when this turns around, it's probably going to be a glorious push to the upside. Get pivot point, no measured move at 70. It ought to be about ready, but that don't mean it's got to be, so. Maybe this one will treat me nice and let me pass these other evals. We get this leg up, I plan on holding until they are passed, so. I sure am glad I moved out of that funded into a eval. Yes, it does do whatever it wants. Ain't that the truth? They're fighting here, though. It looks pretty good, so we'll see. Could be one of them days. I don't know. There could be something going on out there in the news, so. Now or never. Well, I better calm down. That's 4 evals already today. See what happens when I get left unsupervised? Let's see here. What do we got? Let's go to this one. Some days the counter trend trade works out, other days it don't. You just got to be willing to take the loss and move on. And not let it affect the rest of your trading day. Look at this. This is a prior overnight low. This pink line is 4-hour zone here. So we're going to try it down there, I believe. At least I am. I was looking at this zone earlier in pre-market. I would have never thought we was going to go visit that today, though. At least not this morning like this. Excuse me. Come on, come on. Come down there. Test that zone. If you guys are liking the stream, make sure you smash that like button. Help the algo push it further on YouTube. Grow the community bigger. And if for some reason I lose my connection, I will put a link in this chat to the reboot. If this one gets me, I might just have to stop trading for a day. Or maybe just stop counter trend trading. Oh, now don't just wick down there like that and leave me there. Turn around. Go and pick it up. Uh-oh. Is it going to leave me down here like this? Let's go. Anybody get ate up in this drop? I hope not. I hope somebody capitalized on the short. ATR is about 24. It got you. I hope it didn't get you in a funded account. Stings more if it's in a funded account. Good job. I will be staying out of my funded accounts for now. They're going to try to leave me down here at the train station. Wow. Come on, let's go. Find them legs. I'm going to try to hold this and give it time to breathe. Hoping they find their legs here and give us about a 100-point move back to the upside, maybe, or a little better. You know, get us back up to the pre-market low where the 50 EMA is on the 1 minute. The 50 on the 5 minute is around 200, 205. I need it to go. I loaded up on them evals on Bullinox. I don't need to blow them all. It's good that they're trying to build a little bit of structure down here on the bottom side here. Maybe we get us the push we're looking for. Needs to push hard and break back above the S1 pivot. You know, get back above 70. We'll be in a lot better shape if it does. It's got plenty of room to expand to the upside. I'm gonna mute myself for just a second. I'll be right back. Well, that was pretty funny. I just let the Danes out of their kennels, and they was fighting, and one of them hit the vacuum cleaner, and the vacuum cleaner started, and it freaked them out, and then they ran over a whole bunch of other stuff. I thought it was pretty comical myself. Are they going to find these legs here? I'm glad I had the mic muted. You'd have heard all kinds of ruckus. First, you'd have heard the vacuum cleaner fire up, and then you'd have heard a bunch of other stuff. Yes, they are. That they are. Come on, let's go. We gotta, I don't like the way it rejected off that pivot there. We really need to break above that pivot. If they can't push this back up and get above that pivot, then could be a short situation all day, really. It don't seem like they found a lot of buyers down here. For those that ever ask or want to know about copy trading, this is why it can be so dangerous. I was counter trend trading, you know, trying to find the bottom and copying some evals. And so when it goes against you, you know, it's times however many you're copying. I'm looking for a pushback to the pre-market low up there with this, and I'm still copy trading. Hopefully, if this trade works out in my favor, then I will pass enough of those to make up for the ones I lost. So I'm going to try to be a little more patient, give this time to work, because nothing's a straight line ever. Come on, let's go. If we can get the break back above 70, somewhere along this drive, if they drive this up, it's going to get hot on the 1 minute, and they're going to have to try to pull it back. But the 5 minute has all the room in the world to keep going up. Well, you can see that they didn't find a lot of support down here because it ain't, you know, it's not V-shaping back up. You know, it's not going up as hard as it dropped. So we'll see. Nice. Beautiful. Keep pushing. You got to close up there. About 30 something seconds. You need to, now if we can if this pushes a little harder and closes above 93 up here, we're definitely in good shape, probably on the long side. Maybe. Come on, let's go. Thanks, Kim. Come on. Push. Daggone pivot. Push. Nice. Keep going. You thinking 108 M? Where's that at? Right up in getting close to the 50. Yeah, could see that. I planned on taking some at the 50, and I probably ought to do that because what if it rejects there on the 1 minute? So the 2 and the 5 have plenty of room, although this might sweep to 50 and hit this up here. So let's just keep following it. Come on, let's go. We don't. Oh, we are going to pass these evals. That's what I'm talking about. The patience. I don't want to buy none down there. What am I doing? Come on, let's go. Where am I at here? I need to take some right there, probably. Keep this tight. See if I can pass these. That would be awesome. Awesome, awesome. Come on, let's go. Try to hold on to that last 5 for a longer amount of time and see, because the 1 minute needs to pull back. The 2 and the 5 minute had plenty of room to break up through all this, but the 1 minute says no, no thank you. So we'll hold them and see. Come on, push. You can do it. Nice. We need to get us, needs to throw in one of them crazy candles and wick up there. Nice. Beautiful. You can do it. Push up there. Look at Special K passed another eval. Great job. You're done? I don't blame you. You done good today. Passed a couple evals. It's better than what I've done. I've blown 4, but I'm copying 5 right now. So I ain't quite got them there yet. I think this is going to come up here and maybe tag up in there, maybe, possibly. Come on, let's go. Ah, come on. Oh, it is what it is. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Nice job, Merlin. Merlin's green on the day. Like it. You have a good rest of your day, Merlin, if you're getting off here. All in all, I think I'm having a pretty good day. Blowing a few evals don't really mean much to me. You know, they might, I'm hoping what they do is because they still have room to expand on the 2 and 5. I'm kind of hoping that they don't push this down, stop me out, and that they just burn it 1 minute up there in the overbought zone and let it steam up there for a while. Come on, you guys can push this on up. Everybody start buying, push it up. What a morning it's been, that's for sure. I think I got out of too many contracts too fast, so I don't think I'm going to be able to pass them in this round. I appreciate that, Merlin. But if I get stopped out here, maybe I can reposition and get these passed somewhere else, you know? Maybe. All right. Still got a little bit to go here. Little bit to go still. It was looking good there for a minute, though. Maybe I can get in on a pullback or something and see if we can get another leg up. I appreciate that, Merlin. All right, all right. What we got going on? I don't know. I don't know if I trust this leg up or not. No, it could be. What if they come up here and retest right here at the pre-market low instead of busting through? I should just hold off for a minute. I have some patience, Remo. We should all have some patience. I appreciate that. The longer you're doing it, the better yours will get. Well, Remod, at one point in time, I couldn't have held that long the way I did either. And sometimes I still don't. I get stopped out really fast sometimes because I follow too tight, but it's the risk versus reward that I was looking at. You know, it was against me a little bit while I was long in it, but after losing those other evals and it getting to the zone that it got to, and after trading for as long as I have been, it's gotten a little bit simpler day by day to be patient enough to hold for longer trades like that. And but once you get to the point where losses are acceptable, you know, it's how everything, the mental game of all this, how things affect your thought process. Once you, I think, can accept losses and understand that they're part of this world, this game, then I don't really want to call it a game, but when you realize they're part of this job, I think things get a little bit easier for you and for your mind. You're not always going to win. You know, I prove that today. I prove it almost every day. It ain't like I don't take losses, and even the best traders out there will tell you the same thing. And the ones that don't tell you the same thing are lying, or they're gurus. You know, they're selling you a bunch of something that equals nothing. So always know there's going to be losses, no matter how good of a trader you are. If that makes sense. Good deal. Good deal. Push back up, and I was wondering, was I going to try to tap this pre-market level again and reject? Because I was kind of thinking maybe I should short up in that area, but we'll give it a little time. There's too much room to expand here. Don't mean it has to, though. They could still roll it over regardless of what the momentum indicator says. ATR's up around 32. You know, they broke through that 50 EMA on the 1 minute. See if they can keep it above it here with this candle. And thanks for that, Kim. Yeah, please do. Thank y'all for the support. All right, so it ain't, you know, if they can't hold the 50 here, they really needed to keep that above the 50 EMA on the 1 minute. Although they still have, you know, a little bit here, a few seconds, they can push it back up. No, it's not going to happen. I don't know if I like this. Prime, what do you mean membership type? Just depends on what you're asking about and what you're looking at. I don't really have a membership for anything. You know, we have a precision trading course out there is a one-time fee. Indicators are one-time fee. Everything's about a one-time fee, and then we just stream for free 5 days a week. You know, I went ahead and got short here because I got back below that 50 EMA, and I'm thinking, you know, if they can crack below this chop here and target this pivot, you know, the 1 minute indicator crossed the 50-yard line, and then the 2's curled down and the 5 looks like it wants to roll. So, you know, this is a little bit of a riskier trade. This is not no A+ trade at all. Oh, you're looking at the Bullinox. I only get the 25Ks and the 50Ks there because anything above that, the activation fees are too high. The 25K is like 143 to activate it if you pass it, and 148 on a 50K if you pass that, and then it goes up from there on a higher account. So I don't even touch them. The two lower ones like that, the 25 and the 50, to me are close enough in range and price between paying so little up front and then activating to be about like any other prop. I mean, dollar for dollar, they may not be exact, but if you take a prop firm, say, that's got a no activation fee and you pay $95 or $112 or whatever up front, and then you fail it, either you got to reset it or wait till it renews. So unless you're somebody that's dead set for sure can pass an eval the very first time you purchase it and get no activation fee, well, then it really does start being the exact same if you gotta do it once or twice before you pass it. So logically, the math for me just, it don't matter to me. If it does end up costing me a little more at Bullinox or a little less, depends on the trader, I guess. Come on, let's go. And then like with Bullinox, you can have up to 11 master accounts. You can only activate 3 up front, and then you have to put the buffer in one to activate the 4th, and put a buffer in another one to activate the 5th, and so on until you build 11. But then you can have as many evals pass sitting there ready to be activated in case you blow a funded account. You can just activate one, you know, send them submit them a ticket, tell them, ask them to send you an invoice so you can activate another funded, and bam, they get it in your inbox. It's just simple as that. Man, I was really hoping they'd come down and pick up M5. I'm gonna try to still give us a little room to breathe. I really want more downside here, you know, down in here. Yeah, no problem, Prime. I'd like to get me a decent enough drop here, holding 10, that trying to pass these evals, but I don't want to force it. But this looks like a good setup here if they could break down here. Although it might be about all I get, you know, the way they're fighting this. They're kind of like, no, we ain't gonna let you pass them evals today. Tell me to go on somewhere else, it looks like. How's everybody else doing today? You know, as far as trading wise, we all green? Are we enjoying the stream? I'd probably be trading better had I ate something today. Come on, let's go. Print that. Show me the money. Well, I'm done with this trade. It's not doing what I want it to do, so Now that I'm out, it'll probably drop real hard. I appreciate that, Kim. Yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it? Need to get all my tax stuff together. I'm dragging my feet a little bit. There it is. They said, oh, he got out. We're going to go down now. I don't think they can do it, but well, I shouldn't say I don't think they can do it. I mean, of course they can, but say they come back down here and test that box there. I'm going to be looking for a long position to protect this low here. Maybe. We'll see what happens when it gets down there. They got that 1 minute momentum indicator exhausted, but the 2 and the 5 now curled down some. Could try to be a push to the 50 here, but then reject. Walking on a treadmill, it's hard for me to put the trend line on there. Come on, let's go. know what all that was about. But I need to protect what I've already got. Yeah, today I am room beats. Are you long right now? Let's go. Give us one more drop to the downside. Almost. We're getting there. Getting there. Yeah, I really don't want to try to get long anywhere unless I get back down here and test this low over here. Now it looks like they're going to be in Chop City here, trying to figure out what they want to do. Yeah, Harris, I agree with that. That's why I was trying to short up here under the 50, and then when they put in that weird candle there, I figured, well, I averaged into it thinking they was going to push it back below, but wasn't too sure if something's going on out there, so got out pretty quick. Morning, Swain. It's definitely not looking much like a day for the Bulls, really. We'll see if they try to protect that low, though. You know, if they take that out, we'll see where it goes if they break below that. Guess I better go look at another chart real quick and see. Yeah, I mean, it looks like the next 4-hour zone anyway is right, so. ATR is just below 20 on the 1 minute. Slow grind to the downside so far. Make sure you get, if you're liking the stream, you smash that like button on the stream. Help push it out there further, grow the community. What kind of trades are you guys looking for? Looking to go for long or short? Looking for the breakdown? What, like under 980 or something? Under all this? It seems like it wants to get there, that's for sure. Slowly but surely. You know, if we could get a quick death candle here, I would consider a long out of this area, but it had to be a straight down candle real fast for a scalp play maybe. But the ATR keeps dropping little by little. Look at that AK's here, short from 68. Right up here, nice job. Get it, AK. While I'm waiting on something to set up, I'm trying to get in another mile on the treadmill. Get me to 2.5 on the day. Keep the blood pumping. If somebody's thinking about trying to take a long out of this area, if they retest this low, might want to size down a little bit compared to your normal. Just in case they try to pierce this zone and maybe do some kind of sweep. If you're not, I don't know, it just depends on your trade plan, what you're thinking. Nice. AK, green, take profit hit. Beautiful trade, beautiful short. Everything's oversold pretty good. 5-minute has a little room to expand to the downside, but could be saved inside this zone here possibly. I think I'm going to size down a little bit myself. Well, that didn't work out right. I accidentally double clicked. I only wanted 2. That's why I sized down, so I could just get 2. I swear. I only want 2, so maybe it'll jump up there and tag them 2 for me. Come on, tag them. Tag them. Tag them and take them. Nice. Ain't quite ready, I don't think, probably. Need to let it see if it can build some structure here in this area. See, we tagged that, that's an overnight low, this pink line down here. Now, well, it's something else too. Oh, it's a prior low, 981, okay. So, need to see them push one of these candles up and close green. Try to make sure size down in this area because there's no telling, like this right here, there's no telling what they might try here. If they decide they want to break this level down, it's got a long way to go to the next 4-hour zone, and it could be a possibility on the table. I'm going to hold this one for a while and see what they want to do here, because they could still try to sweep a little here, you know, and I don't want to just automatically get out. That's why I'm downsized to just the one for now, because I can dollar cost average in down here. If they do try to sweep this a little further but find some legs, say at 950, then you know I can think about buying a few more down here, getting the legs for some type of bounce, because it's cooked on the indicator. It's oversold pretty good, and the 5's pretty oversold as well. If you're new to the stream and like the stream, make sure you hit that like button on it. Help the algo push it out further on YouTube and grow the community. If anybody is new here and wants a link to the Discord, let me know. I'll try to post it in chat. If anybody's new and hasn't, well, it don't matter if you're new or not, but has any questions, post them in chat. Because of this area being somewhat risky, even though we're oversold, I don't want to average into this trade anywhere up here. I need to see if they're going to try to push this against me pretty good, and then make a decision on whether I want to cut it loose or take a few more cons on it. I'm going to go look at the 4-hour chart real quick and have a look at a couple things. Somewhere between like maybe 930 and 950 might find something. Ugh, otherwise it's all the way down 900. I don't really want to hold that down to there, so hopefully somewhere, you know, right in here, it might find some legs maybe. If it don't, then I'll probably just have to cut it loose. Come on, come on. Push me up there and take him too. They can come up here, get enough little legs to get my 2 up there. It'll position me better as far as having to manage the trade. I don't need to have this many down here right now. Come on, you can do it. Push up there. Nice. Beautiful. Come on, find them legs. Yeah, Harris, I agree with that. Sure seems like it's been the way so far, huh? If you look at it. I'm gonna protect myself down here just in case, because I don't feel like letting this breathe all day and managing this back and forth. But now you can kind of see why a lot of times I don't just automatically throw in something with brackets and have predetermined stops. About knowing the areas that benefit you to get in and out, dollar cost average in. Excuse me. Remod. Wow. How do you read the market like that? How did you know to put a box there? Of course, this would go like this when I done got stopped out. Well, Remod, what I did, I don't know. First of all, I appreciate you saying that. I've been on the charts for quite some time. Comes with reps of doing it, and then of course I jumped over to a 4-hour chart and was looking at something on a 4-hour chart and figured if we kept dropping, there was such a gap between the two 4-hour zones. I was just looking for my best probability for some support. That's where I found it. Looking at the 4-hour chart, you know, I teach all that inside the precision trading course, several modules, you know, and if you like the way I go over things here on the live stream, then you'll probably definitely like the way I go over things in the course. Kind of straight to the point, try to cut through a bunch of the noise, you know, that's out there when it comes to trying to find stuff about trading. Man, I wish I was still in that trade. Woo-wee, might have passed these evals. Oh well. And that's what happens when I ain't patient enough. Good job, Gore. Good job. You're welcome. So yeah, Remod, I mean, that's why I built that course. That's what it's all about. That's awesome that this thing bounced like that. Just too bad that I wasn't still in it. Now I got plenty of room to expand here, so I might need to think about trying to buy some kind of pullback, you know, like say right in here, maybe if they could pull down into this imbalance right here, maybe for a long play. Maybe if they could pull it back here and then push it to the 50 EMA. Otherwise, it'll be more like let them drive us up to the 50 EMA, possibly the S1 pivot in this trend line, and maybe look for a short play. See which one they want to give us. Do they want to give us a pullback for a leg up? Or do they want to push it up so we can go for the short? I don't know if I want to do it first. I don't know if I want to front load like that in this. What to do, what to do. I'll wait and see if they come down here and test that pink line inside that box there, and just to see, you know. If not, I'm going to be aiming for a short play up here. Hey, morning, Melinda. See, they didn't quite get a pullback yet. See, that 1 minute will need to cool off soon, probably. They could push a little more, but it would need to cool off in the 2 and 5 minute, get in line with the 2 and 5. So if they curl the 1 minute over right here and tag the, you know, like they want to roll it on top of the 50-yard line down here, they could get this in line for a better leg up. Appreciate everybody being on here with me today. Melinda, 50% fib goes to 80. 50% fib goes to 80. Like, oh, 80 up here. Yeah, it's up above this one pivot. See, they might try to get the push here instead of the pullback I wanted down into here for a long. If they do, we might find a short opportunity up there. Hey, if there's anybody new on the stream and liking the stream, smash that like button. Helps YouTube push it out to more people, helps grow the community. If you're a part of Discord and want to support the community, you can add the FTE profile tag to your profile so that when you're in other Discords, people can see what community you're representing with. Ooh, what was that? Something in the news, something in the news. Come on, give me the push back down. Nice job, Gore. Come on, let's go. Push it all the way back down. Give the whole move back. Come on, let's go. Give it all back. Push. Come on, push it hard down that way. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Push it. Come on. Break back below that 50. I can get, come on, give me the push to my buy. If I can get this push to my buy, I'll be done with these evals. It should pass them all, I think. Come on, push. Man, push. Woo. Still not quite there. Yep, Melinda said too much momentum. Yep, yep. See what they're going to try and do up here. Now they got all the momentum indicators looking pretty crazy with that move. Nowhere near being in line with one another. So sounds good. I'll look into that. No problem, Remont. Have any other questions about it, just let me know. Doo, 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 doo. Let's go, let's go. What's it gonna do? I really thought that the rejection of this push would have gave us a little more back to the downside. So with that said, although the 1 and the 2 minute, you know, they're kind of I don't know what to think here. What if they slow grind this to the upside a little bit, if that makes sense? Maybe they slow grind it, get it up through the trend line, start working their way up to the pre-market low, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Harris, it looks kind of funky, don't it? It's like it should be short here, but they're hanging out at the 50 EMA. This should have busted when they made that move up. As far as the way this bear trend has been working, this right here, this whole thing right here looks just like this almost. Huge green candle put in, halfway with the red, started grinding it down, spiked up and kept pushing. So one's got to think, you know, we don't take trades based on pattern. At least I don't, not like that. But based that we know this knowledge, it kind of goes back against earlier today, or not too long ago, Room Beats had asked me something about I was short when there was momentum under it on a kill zone is what I think he was talking about. Because I typically won't take a short unless my kill zone is way up here overbought. But it was down here, but it's just going with the trend of the day on how the kill zone's been acting with the chart. You know, so I had been seeing this, and I'm like, well, this is probably going to be worth trying to short, regardless of what that indicator says right now. You got to take it day by day, because no two trading days are going to be the same. I definitely wouldn't be taking trades based on any kind of pattern on chart, though. Here we go. Like they want to take it down. Definitely one of them days where you probably want to size down, you know. If you're gonna try to get in something, maybe not take full size, and not necessarily just because of the ATR, but the ATR is not that high. Normally that'd be something you want to do with a high ATR, but with the things that they keep doing on the chart, you just never know when one of them crazy candles is going to hit, because they're hitting for no reason at all, unless there's much going on in the news that's doing it. Now the thing is, if they do want to curl this down, roll it over, if we get back through this low down here, then I'm going to think, you know, they're going to try to target this 4-hour zone down here, 858, 868 area. Although we also have this imbalance right here that they can come back and tag, which also has a prior overnight low in it, that pink line, and you can see we bounced the first reaction this area, then we swept it, got to bounce up, so they could come down and tag its imbalance area right here and maybe get some legs behind it. It's about 11, going on 11:30. First person of the day posted in the P&L and Discord, which is Gore. They was here in chat with us earlier. Put some green, locked in some green in the Take Profit Pros, 3 different ones, funded accounts. Nice job, Gore. Congratulations. I love seeing it. What it's all about. Yep, no problem. You're welcome. Appreciate you being here. And Melinda said that she picked a bad time to trade. Not really. I think all morning's probably been not the greatest time to trade. It's not like it's been. I mean, we've had a pretty good day, but it's just been rough. Yeah, yeah, I caught it all right. I blew 4 evals trying to counter trend trade it, but now I'm copying 5 evals and I'm almost past all 5 of them. I'm waiting for one more good trade so that I can pass them to make up for it. I appreciate that. It ain't no big deal, Melinda. It was hopefully a good learning lesson on what not to do for people. But I did find the bottom counter trend trading and almost passed them in that one run. Of course, you can see I need to get 3,000. That P&L's not right. That's not with the fees. I still need like a couple $100 to pass it, not just under 100. Hoping I can find one more solid trade. I would, yeah. I was in funded accounts early this morning when we first started the stream, and I'm glad I switched out of that. I'd have been mad at myself if I'd have stayed in my funded. And so I might not touch those at all today. We'll see. Well, yeah, it's not like there's a lot happening, especially with where the ATR is. I don't even think the ATR is right. It might be. I'm kind of going to be on the hunt, though, for one decent short or one decent long with these evals. Hopefully can just do one more trade and knock them out, I hope. But I got to find something that sets up pretty good. No forcing it. I don't have to pass them a day. I can pass them any day. And that's where a lot of times I'll be one of the first to tell you that I've had evals that I need to every time there's been times where I need like less than $100 to pass an eval and turn around and then blow it to because I was forcing it. Now that was in the beginning. I hadn't done anything like that in a long time, but every time you lose an eval, every time I lose an eval, I lose whatever it costs me to buy the eval. And I'm trading Bullinox evals, 50Ks. They're $19 a quarter. So I lost what, $80 when I blew them 4. So Nice job, Gore. I like that. That's a great plan. I think I'd leave the fundeds alone too if I was you. I'm not trading mine. Not with all this. I try not to bring in my funded unless it's a pretty A plus setup, like A plus plus, maybe A minus, maybe. Yeah. So Melinda, I hope that helped. You're just out of whatever you paid to get the eval. So yeah, if you bought an eval that cost $200 and you failed it, then you're not necessarily out of the 200 unless you just terminate the subscription. Then you lost $200. It depends on what prop it's with. If you got, you might be able to reset it, or they'll renew it on the subscription date the next month automatically if you don't terminate it. But I've never paid $200 for a. Well, yes, I have. Yes, I have. I've paid $200 for some that were like no activation fee, and they were larger accounts. Gore, how do you like your trade day evals? Did you use code FTE over there? Come on, let me find a trade. Excuse me, sorry. Got up here, that was a prior day open line that it just rejected off of. Gore said 146, 150. Looks good for a long. Yeah, you get back above that pre-market low. Back in, yeah, I mean, if you can get in and take all this out up here, I could see that. I don't know if we're going to get that, though. We might. Who knows? The market will let us know soon enough. Come on, just give me the push. Pretty sure I got my order set right. If it triggers that, I should pass these. Come on, push it down. Quick push. Let's go. Come on, tap it. Looked like they were passed and it didn't tap it. Ooh-wee. Come on, just push it down one time. It's so close to it. Don't even got to get down to there. It's like right there, I think. Come on, let's go. Trigger it. Come on, push it down. Killing me. It's so crazy. Come on, push it down. You're so close. Beautiful. Beautiful. Five in the basket. Five in the basket. Yeah, that was wild right there. Here's these 5 evals right here. Barely got that one slippage in that in copy trader, but got him. Got him. So unfortunately, I lost 4 evals today. Back here in this mess. If you was on here seeing that mess, and then this right here is where I started to make that profit in those that I just showed. I thought I was going to be able to pass them in this run, but I didn't quite get it, so I had to wait, take some here or there through the rest of this. Thanks, Harris and Melinda. Trying to rotate through some stuff over here. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Let's see what I got here. What a day it's been, that's for sure. Not giving much back up here though, are they? Let's put us a line down here. Still have this imbalance down here. And then we got some imbalance here. Look at the 5-minute chart. See what we have. Wow, there's not much of anything. Don't look like on the 5. I'm going to be looking for them to possibly say, possible ideas that they get this push here, maybe come up and tag its box, don't quite get the pre-market low for another short opportunity maybe. Otherwise, I need to be seeing some kind of pullback into one of these zones down here. It's like Merlin posted in the Discord P&L, locking in the green on that funded today. Congratulations, Merlin. Looking good, and did about the same amount, looks like, in his eval. Great job, Merlin. Green across the day, 100% win rate again. Excuse me. Got about coming up on the noon hour, about 10 minutes. Swang had some nice wins and some dumb losses tonight. Well, I did too. There have been several people in the in chat that's green today. A couple of them posted the P&Ls in Discord already. ATR sitting around 14, 15. Yeah. Swing, post them P&Ls in the P&L section there in Discord. Helps the community grow and be interactive with other members. Support one another. Hold one another accountable. It's one of the number one reasons it's good if you can find a good trading community, because trading is a lonely thing. And if you're trading by yourself and aren't part of a community or active with other people, then that's a whole nother mind thing that you got to deal with if you're just sitting in a room by yourself trading. I appreciate that, Melinda. Well, I don't know about Jake's, but I appreciate mine. I don't know if I like his. He was on here earlier. But he hadn't said anything in a long time, so he might not be on anymore. We're going to have to give him a hard time, though. Yeah, it's a good way to get some good information, as long as it just depends on, I guess, really whose charts they are. Not all charts are worth viewing, in my opinion, but and depends on what they're about. I mean, poor Jake. I built this room in this community for the simple fact I couldn't find anything quite like it for myself. And as long as people aren't posting things in there varying off of what I teach here with structure and precision entries and Burke structure and all that, if somebody starts posting things that vary off from what I teach, then it'll get deleted, because it's not a catch-all over there. There's another place and another time for everything like that. Strategy hopping is one of the number one killers for a lot of traders. They don't give anything time to work and just see some other video or some other this or that, and they hop onto that bandwagon, and then they're losing, and so then they hop to the next strategy. And not that all strategies are winning strategies, but a lot of times they'll blame the strategy when really it's more about the operator than it is the strategy. And not all two traders are the same. I mean, there's strategies out there that I don't want to use. There's strategy. My strategy ain't gonna be for everybody. That's the thing about trading. You get to pick something, but you need to pick something and stick with it at least long enough to make sure it either fits your style or that it's even a strategy it actually works. You know, you can't decide that in a week or two. So oh wait, what we got there? Is that a news candle? That's the kind of day we've been having, Melinda. They keep doing crazy stuff like that. They've been doing it since the market open, it seemed like. Crazy candles here or there. See what they're going to do here. They're going to keep pushing it down. Yeah, I know, Swang. I don't know if there's something going on in the news or that's just the market makers pulling the puppet strings or something, because that's like the fourth one, I think, that did that today. It's almost like if it's not, then that's kind of like a stop hunt. You know, they keep grinding up a little bit and then they throw them candles in for maybe a stop hunt. Whereas usually when they do one to the downside, it just keeps, you know, pushing down real hard. Instead, it's like they grab some, they reject, they end up grinding up a little more, they send one of them candles out and grab some. Or, I don't know, though, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, if it goes against you, and definitely if you're not sized right, that could definitely hurt real bad, real fast. Yeah, it was worth the risk. I mean, it tapped my zone up there, and almost got back to the pre-market low. I should have had orders sitting in that box. Normally I would, but I didn't. So I'm still going to be looking for a short play up here somewhere probably. You know, maybe they can sweep up past the pre-market low and tag his pink line inside this box up here. And give us another one of them green candles. Push up there real hard, hit that trend line and reject. Maybe. It's a whole hour here at 12, so see if they get a little push up into that area. If they do, then all three of the momentum indicators are going to be overbought pretty good, which will be perfect for a short play. Unless they decide they just want to let this rip or something to the upside, which could be. You never know. Well, look at this. What are they trying to do here? Yeah, it got up there, Gore. Ain't no doubt about it. Come on, let's go. Give it all back. Push. Beautiful. Come on, keep pushing. Didn't quite get back what I wanted. Yeah, that candle was fast. That thing tried to put a hurting on me. I mean, with that push back, you know, on that candle there, once it went through that previous day low in these liquidity shelves up here, you would think this would reject harder than this, considering how hard they pushed that down. So this right here is just like market makers messing with everybody, it seems like. Yeah, big old move, Melinda. That's usually what it does, though, ain't it? You get up and walk away from the computer, and then there it is, huge move. I want to see him give back this whole move. Like, what are you doing? Just go on and push it down already. Quit messing around. Come on, let's go. Yeah, Gore, it's been kind of wild, that's for sure. Definitely not normal. See, there's so much room for us to drop here after them coming up here and doing that. Maybe if they can break back below that pre-market low line there, maybe they can drive us on down some more, maybe. Definitely looks like they want to roll it over. If they don't, then that's just them pushing the market up for no reason at all. Which could be what they decide to do, so. Come on, push it down below that pre-market low. They either going to do that or they're going to throw in another one of them crazy candles to the upside. They said, well, we'll go down, but we're going to wait till we stop you out. I guess they think I won't get back in it short. $13 in the red. It's not too bad. I think they got me for like 1,500 or was it 1,900, something like that when they hit me there. Good job, Gore. We'll see here what they set us up for. Really not trusting anything the market's doing right now. Maybe they want to try to drive it up to sweep the previous day high. It's up around 400. Feel like I should probably be long in this right here somewhere. Kind of feel like they want to try to drive this on up, even though the 5 minutes overbought. It's almost like they want to grind it sideways. Here we go. There really ain't no telling what they could do here. If they were, say, to get back above the previous day low here and can close above this shelf of lines here, then there's a good possibility they want to drive this up. Gore posted in the P&L again in the Discord with some other accounts. Another great trade day for them. Pre-market highs around 400. Previous day highs up there around 453. Don't forget if you're liking the stream to smash that like button on the stream to help push it out further on YouTube. And don't forget that if you want to support the community, to add the FTE profile tag to your name in Discord. That shows that if you're in other Discords, it'll show up on your name, and people can click on it and see what the room is about and come join if they want to. Got a couple more days left for the Bull and Ox sale. Right now ends on the 9th here in a couple days with the 89% off, although they might extend it. But as of now, the 9th is the end of it. Excuse me. Seems like everybody's been having a pretty good green day for the most part. Sounds good, Gore. Hope to see you tomorrow. Yeah, go enjoy that weather. I'll probably not gonna go for a run, but I might get some more walking in on the old treadmill here in just a second while I'm watching the charts. Got me 2.5 miles so far. Been trying to at least get four miles a day, at least this week. Been trying to add a little more each week. You know, I can't imagine. They've been holding this really well, even though they rejected so hard on that candle on that run up. They've been holding way too well up here for me not to think that they're going to try to rip this to the upside. I mean, they don't have to, but in tendency with a hard push, you got this run up, huge candle over candle, green candle right here, and they just smacked it real hard back down. And then this is all we get as far as a push down, and then they start consolidating in a chop box. My money would have to say that they are intending on ripping this to the upside. That don't mean that I'm right. They could drain this off, but it would have made more sense to keep this pushing down, you know, to give back the whole move, not sit here and consolidate. And I might ought to prepare myself for some crazy green candle to the upside. I could be completely wrong here. It could rip my face off. I don't know. Sometimes the charts are good at telling you a story that looks right and you're still wrong as far as it comes to the actual trade. So this is NQ. It does what it wants when it wants. So since I'm already in the trade, I'm going to stay in the trade for now. Whatever you do, do not follow my trades. Build your own trade plans, and oh, here we go. Are we going to get the push I'm looking for? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Keep pushing. Stopped out. That's okay. At least I stopped out in the green. And it happened so fast I wasn't even looking at the screen. I had my quantity set too high, so my stop was set at how many I had. I was trying to adjust my stop when it tagged it. Well, now you know why I had my order set in the way I did, and from what I've been reading on the chart. Great job, Melinda. I mean, it might not have made a lot of sense with what I was sitting here trying to explain and being in a trade, and I had my order set up there. It would have been too high, though. It was a little too high. But now you know why. I mean, there's something going on here. And you're right, you don't want to be on the wrong side of it. But, no, it ain't no big deal. I mean, I still got something out of that. 380. So, I mean, could have been a lot more had I got out at the top. But, you know, this is all about hitting base hits and protecting yourself, you know. Base hits, building consistency, and those base hits add up quickly if you stay consistent and disciplined. And then those payouts that you can receive are considered the home runs. That's how I treat it and look at it. I don't think, oh man, in this funded account, I got to get $1,000 a day. That is the wrong mindset, I think. But everybody has their own way of thinking about it. So yeah, I'm not going to complain about making the 380. That's for sure. Like you said, at least I'm greener. It's not a loss. So I wouldn't care if it was $3.80. It'd be better than taking a loss. Yeah, there is I can tell you in a minute what the delay is. It hadn't been real bad today though. It looks like it's trying to work its way to close to somewhere between 8 and 10 seconds maybe. What's crazy is that's another candle they put in like that, and they keep doing this, and yet they're still not taking it down when it looks like they should be. Seems like they're up to no good here. If they can get above this shelf here and stay, then there's no telling what they're going to try to run this to right here. They're doing something here. And if they throw in some kind of red candle here that looks crazy, I'm probably going to buy it up if I can. Yeah, they're at the level right now that it could actually take off to the moon. But they need to get up here and stay above 210-ish. See, I wouldn't be surprised. They're going to try to throw in this red candle and scare everybody. Too bad I'm a little heavy with 10 right now. That's okay. I'll get more. It's definitely on the table that if they can break this shelf here, would they keep pushing her and they keep tapping it, which means they're wanting to break through it. There ain't no reason 400 ain't on the table. Live to trade another day. Yep. Jake's here. It means it's going up. I'm glad he was gone while we was talking about him. I'm almost see one of them face ripper candles. There you go. Come on, push it. Let's go. Push it. Get above the shelf. Room beat says he's short. Yep. Good job, Jake. Come on, let's go. Y'all know y'all want to. This is gonna get wild if they can get above his shelf here and stay. They're fighting so hard right here. Come on, let's go. Push. Buyers need to step in. Might actually see one of them moonshots for once. Up 1234. Let's go. Come on, one hard push. They open up this next candle and push up hard and close above some of them wicks. Man, oh man. I'm cutting out a lot. As in, my voice is cutting out? Is that what you're saying? Or is the stream cutting out? Come on, let's push. There we go. Get up here and close. If it takes out my first order, oh, come on, push. Yeah, they're trying to get me to close my position. I bet if I close my position, it'll go then. Guess what? I ain't closing it though. Not yet. This has face ripper written all over it. I'm gonna have to get back on this treadmill and start it up to get my blood pressure down. Messing around with me like this. Do we need to get the countdown going for the face ripper? All right, Melinda, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. Come on. They getting this thing cold pretty tight. They gonna shoot it one way or another. Since I'm long, it'll probably go against me. Come on, let's see you do it. Put that rip candle in. Roombeat said, come on short. It's working in your favor. Come on, let me get that tweet. Excuse me. It's a struggle right here for sure. They're fighting. both ways. But they're gonna have to get up here if they're gonna get this to the long side. They're gonna have to get up here and close above 212ish or better. And they can't seem to get up there and keep it up there. So I know just as soon as I close this position, they're gonna get up there and prove me wrong. They need some rocket fuel in this thing. Come on, let's go. Yeah, I'm starting to get a whiff of jet fuel. I can kind of see the Y's on both sides, long and short here, but the biggest thing that bothers me with this is we're in an overall bear trend anyway. Been a bearish market. So it should not be that hard for them to have taken this down already instead of building this massive bull flag. But that don't mean that's not going to be what they do. You'll eat your vegetables. Come on, find them legs. Close up there. Come on, let's go. You gotta be careful. They might try to do some kind of raid and act like they're gonna pull this way up here and then slam it to the downside. Beautiful. Keep going. Nice. Beautiful. Come on, they got above that shelf. If they close this candle up here like this, ain't no telling where we're headed. Another leg. Come on, candle over candle. Oh, beautiful. Keep going. What a trade. Let's go. Room beat said he flipped long. Are you in the green, room beats? Nice job, Swang. I'll just have to stop out here if they stop me out. Otherwise, I'm going to try to let this ride out. See what they try to do with this. I don't want to give all that back. I mean, they are extended. There's no doubt about it. So there could be a pretty bad short in play here in a minute. And the higher they push this like this, the more to the downside there can be. Knock me out. Now they could come back down, you know, and retest this shelf right here. But still, it looks like they want to keep pushing this maybe. We'll see. That 5 minute is so stretched and over bought. But it's been up there for a while. Well, room beats, at least you flipped, you know, and didn't hold short and get tagged that way. You know, it's some kind of loss. I think that I might wrap the stream up here in about 10 minutes or so, maybe. I need to go eat, and I got to take care of some things around here. I don't really like this price action enough to get in my funded. And I've already passed some evals today, and I got this one here I'm working on that I don't need to try to push my limit on it. We have managed to somehow pull some green from the market today, though, which is a good thing. Seems like everybody's posting a P&L done pretty good. Well, I trade my funded while I'm on a live stream some days, and I say when I'm in an eval or funded. You'll tell too when I'm in my funded most of the time because I don't trade heavy and I'm like I do an eval. Some days like this morning I started all right, Merlin, I'll see you tomorrow on the next one. This morning I started on fundeds, but didn't like what the price action was doing, so I think I got 173 bucks in one of them, and I only got like $6.50 in another one, and was like, no, I don't like its price action, so I switched to the evals, and I stayed in them ever since. And overall, it's practically all I am trying to do is get base hits every day. Now in these evals, they get a little wild, you know, and I risk a little more in them. So you can print some larger numbers, but I don't try to go for numbers like that in my funded accounts. Not no day. It ain't worth it to me. You know, I try to keep it at base hits and keep the consistency the same in those with the base hits and let those stack up to get the payout instead of trying to be like, ooh, I gotta get this much here, I gotta get that much there. Contract size on a paid really don't usually go over 5 on on the micros. And depending on price action, there's days where I only do 2 or 3 and try to hit some base hits, you know. But if and it really depends on the trade setup as well. You know, A plus will definitely take 5, and then you know, say like just a A or a B plus or something might drop down to 2 or 3 micros, and if it's a trade, it's like maybe say a C trade. You know, maybe drop down to 1 or 2, or not take that trade at all in a funded. Um, so each day throws a different variety of things at you. See, this could be a test of the shelf. This liquidity right here. If they don't break back below this, this could just be a retest for push higher here. So. Guys, I think I'm going to call it a day here. Get off, go do some other things, and get some lunch. I appreciate everybody's support, showing up and showing out every day on here, keeping the stream going and alive, supporting each other. I will maybe see y'all back in the Discord maybe later in the day. And if not, I'll see you guys tomorrow, same place, same time. I hope everybody stays green and has a great rest of your day. And I appreciate everybody being here. Thanks, Swain.